This business is hard. Deals are going to fall through. People are going to lie, and you're going to make mistakes. But you are going to learn from those mistakes. It's going to make you a better real estate agent, and just keep showing up, keep providing value to people, and it'll work out for you in the end.
We've got an exciting episode for you today. We have with us Stevie Hahn from Florida. How are you, Stevie?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking.
Good. We're so happy to have you today. We're going to get into a lot of good information, and so I'm excited. What percentage of your business do you think comes from social media or social media influences? If you could put it on like a number.
Yeah, I have a Google sheet, and last quarter it was like 75%. And then there was like the other 25% was like broken down in little increments of like different things. Like realtor referrals was a huge percentage of that. And then like open houses, I've done really well at still. Like I still do open houses for my listings, and that's been really beneficial. But social media, like literally my Excel spreadsheet says LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, or client referral. Like it's everything. And the listing, I did photos yesterday on a listing, and her and I had been Facebook friends, and she called me up and was like, I'm ready to sell. And it called me up as if I knew who she was. I'm like, this is fabulous. So it's just a huge part of my business and just my life in general with like I said, with friends and amazing opportunities. So I just listed my first new construction home for a builder, which is a pretty big deal for a real estate agent. It's definitely something that I wanted to accomplish. And he found me on Instagram. And he owns like 25 houses in Jacksonville. I'm like, this is such a great contact for me. And I just think whenever I feel like I don't want to post or show up, I just think, where else would I be? Where would my business be if I wasn't showing up on these platforms and having these amazing friendships and opportunities? So I feel as though I am very real and authentic. And I show a lot of real estate things behind the scenes of my day, my office, my appointments, what happened at the appointment, training, certifications, anything that I'm doing real estate wise, but also plugging things, my workouts, things that I'm into, food, drinks, places around Jacksonville, like new places that I've checked out and I've really liked, or events, festivals, all those things, just sharing the day-to-day things. I'm a storyteller. So Instagram stories, like people love that. And I don't care what, and this has taken me a long time to get to this point, truly, but I don't care what others think of me, and I'm not over analyzing. And I don't mean that in like some arrogant way. But I feel as though like I'm going to attract people who do like me and who do like my personality. And all my business is coming from social media. So all my clients, like they already love my personality. They already love me. They want to work with me. And that's great. And I'm sure some people might come to my feed and they're like, it's too much. She's not for me, whatever the case is. And like, that's great. Because then you're just like, I don't want to be surrounded by somebody who doesn't like my personality or doesn't want to work with me. But I know that especially women just really overanalyze like that particular post or that video, or didn't say it right. I didn't look
the caption. Yeah.
I didn't like how I sound. Like we all have these things that we are insecure about. And I just post. I don't overanalyze it. I just post, and whatever I'm insecure about, no one is probably even noticing. So I just feel like showing up and being true, being your true authentic self is what has really helped me shine. I guess, I'm not always showing up like, hey guys, anyone looking to buy or sell?
Yeah.
But just like nonchalantly, plugging that you are a realtor. Like I just revamped my home office. So I'm like, here's my home office, I show my board, all these things, just showing what you're doing. I feel like it's not being like this super salesy person. And that's why I also mentioned like plugging things that you're into, hobbies and stuff like that. So you're not just like down people's throat with real estate. Because I mean, who really wants to see like when people post like just their listings and what just sold, that is not interesting at all. Like I hardly get any likes. I feel like I do those posts sporadically because I want people to see like I do actually have business, but I feel as though that's not interesting. And what people engage with the most and what gets the most engagement, the most likes is posts with me in it, me doing something or sharing something, coming up with providing value for people. That's what people want to see. Oh, when she says post on social media, like, okay, I'm going to do 3 posts a day, but it's just so much more than that. It's about engaging with people. Like anytime they comment, I'm commenting back. When someone sends me a DM on Instagram, I'm sending back a video message to them or a voice memo.
Wow.
Or at least a text back, but usually it's like a voice memo or a video back. And whenever I'm going to like an event or I'm hosting an event, I am reaching out to everybody, inviting them. If I make so many friends from these platforms, I'll reach out to them and be like, hey, I'm going to this yoga class. Would you be interested in going with me? Like actually taking the friendship like offline and them actually meeting you in person is, I feel like, it's what has been so helpful. It's so much more than just like, oh, let me post a million times a day. It's like, no, you've got to like talk to people. You got to be social. You got to engage and send these video replies back and actually get together with people and network, So, okay, so when it comes to like content ideas, I think, let me look at my feed.
Oh, great. That's perfect.
So, I do like to plug ever so often, like a just listed, just sold. And even if you don't have listings yet, you can still ask a realtor in your office who has a new listing and is like, I did this all the time. I was like, hey, can I post that listing of yours on 123 Main Street on my Facebook? And people will be like, yeah, absolutely. Like the more marketing, the better. Like hardly any agents ask me that. And that amazes me because I'm like, you could be leveraging yourself like crazy on social media. But, posting that, I think posting market stats, like those 2 things are so kind of salesy. And I feel like leave it to a minimum, but still throwing it out there sporadically because people want to see like the market. They want to see the stats. They want to see, some people are numbers people and do want to see that. But what I get the most engagement on are like things around town. Like you could just shout out another restaurant and share some of, you went out to eat. We all go out to eat. And you could share like, hey, I went to this new place, posting a photo of the food, of the drink, of the establishment. You don't want to be in it. And you could be hashtagging like crazy and tagging them. So that's just like one post idea. But let's see, like, you doing things around town, like a buyer consult or in your office, closing pics. People love that. Photos of people like in front of their sign for their new construction.
Oh, yeah.
There's just, and you can literally Google like what post like real estate content and it'll be like thousands of websites and ideas that come up.